Hello, everyone. Welcome to Celsius 233, your go-to place for fiction book summaries. Today, we will embark on a journey through New Moon by Stephenie Meyer. New Moon by Stephenie Meyer, published in 2006, is the second novel in the Twilight Saga, a series that combines romance, suspense, and the supernatural. Set in the small, rainy town of Forks, Washington, the story explores the deepening relationship between human Bella Swan and vampire Edward Cullen. In this installment, Bella grapples with heartbreak, danger, and self-discovery as she navigates the aftermath of Edward's departure and the solace she finds in her friendship with Jacob Black. Meyer masterfully weaves themes of love, loss, and identity into a gripping tale that has captivated readers worldwide. Plot summary. In the misty town of Forks, Washington, Bella Swan's life takes an unforeseen turn. It begins with her 18th birthday, a day she dreads for the symbolic gap it creates between her human mortality and Edward Cullen's eternal youth. Despite her protests, the Cullens, Edward's vampire family, host a small celebration in her honor. A simple accident, a paper cut, disrupts the gathering, as Jasper, one of the Cullens, struggles to contain his bloodlust. Though the situation is swiftly controlled, the danger it represents weighs heavily on Edward. Haunted by the potential harm his world poses to Bella, he makes a heart-wrenching decision. He and his family must leave Forks. Edward's departure shatters Bella. Days bleed into months as she drifts through her life, hollow and detached. The absence of Edward creates an unbearable void, one she can neither ignore nor fill. Her father, Charlie, grows increasingly concerned as he watches her spiral into despair. In a desperate attempt to help her, he suggests she reconnect with her friends. Slowly, Bella begins to re-engage, and in doing so, she finds solace in an unexpected friendship with Jacob Black. Jacob's warmth and vitality are a balm to Bella's broken heart. Spending time with him stirs a flicker of life within her, and his easy laughter provides a contrast to the shadows that linger from Edward's absence. Together, they fix up motorcycles, and Bella discovers that recklessness has a peculiar effect. It conjures fleeting, ghostly echoes of Edward's voice. The lure of these moments compels her toward increasingly dangerous activities. But Jacob harbors his own secrets. As their friendship deepens, Bella notices changes in him. He becomes distant and volatile, wrestling with something he cannot share. Eventually, she learns the truth. Jacob has become a werewolf, part of a long-standing Quileute lineage. His transformation is triggered by the growing presence of vampires, and his pack exists to protect their community from these supernatural threats. Though Bella fears the supernatural world that has already caused her so much pain, her bond with Jacob remains unshaken. Trouble brews as the vampire Laurent, an old foe, reemerges in Forks. Bella finds herself cornered by him in a meadow, her life hanging in the balance. Before Laurent can harm her, he is intercepted and killed by Jacob and his pack. The encounter, however, signals a greater danger. Victoria, mate of the vengeful vampire James, seeks retribution for his death and has set her sights on Bella. Meanwhile, Bella's recklessness escalates. She leaps off a cliff into the churning ocean, seeking the rush that conjures Edward's phantom voice. Jacob rescues her from the waters, but her near-death experience sends ripples far beyond Forks. In Italy, Alice Cullen, Edward's clairvoyant sister, has a vision of Bella's plunge and mistakenly believes she has died. The vision reaches Edward, and grief drives him to a desperate decision. He will travel to Volterra, the seat of the ancient vampire coven known as the Volturi, to provoke them into ending his life. Alice arrives in Forks to find Bella alive. Together, they race to Italy to stop Edward. Their journey is fraught with tension, the stakes rising with every passing moment. In the sunlit streets of Volterra, Bella finds Edward on the brink of revealing his vampiric nature to the human world, a certain death sentence in the Volturi's eyes. She reaches him just in time, her presence pulling him back from the abyss. The reprieve is short-lived. The Volturi summon Edward, Bella, and Alice into their lair, intrigued and displeased by Bella's knowledge of their secret world. Arrow, one of the Volturi leaders, tests Bella's resilience to supernatural powers and finds her immune to his ability to read thoughts. Though intrigued by her unique nature, the Volturi issue a warning. Bella must either become a vampire or be silenced to protect their secrecy. Edward and Bella return to Forks with Alice, the immediate threat behind them but new tensions rising between them. Edward reaffirms his love for Bella, vowing never to leave her again, but the chasm between their desires remains. Edward refuses to change her into a vampire, unwilling to condemn her to his world's dark eternity. Bella, however, is resolute in her choice to remain with him, no matter the cost. To settle the matter, Bella calls for a vote among the Cullen family. They agree to support her wish, though Edward's reluctance remains palpable. Despite his protests, Bella insists on controlling her fate. Yet, the timing of her transformation remains uncertain, as Edward proposes one condition: she must marry him first. The proposal, while sincere, adds a new layer of complexity to their relationship. As the threat of Victoria looms and the Volturi's warning hangs over them, Bella's path is increasingly entwined with the supernatural. She finds herself standing between two worlds: Jacob's fierce, grounding presence and Edward's immortal, consuming love. Her choices will shape not only her future, but also the fragile equilibrium of the human and supernatural realms she inhabits. The tale ends with Bella caught between two promises, one of love and one of loyalty, and a future as uncertain as it is inevitable. Hope you had fun. If you're hooked, don't stop now. Continue with the rest of the Twilight Saga series by Stephenie Meyer. You'll find them below or on Celsius 233. Remember, while our summaries capture the essence, they can never replace the full experience of reading the book. If this summary intrigued you, consider diving into the complete story, buy the book, and immerse yourself in Stephenie Meyer's original work. Bye-bye, take care, have fun.